So, can we talk a little bit? You use the language project to talk about your property, and I wonder if that doesn't come from maybe your work experience too. Maybe this is how you compartmentalize these properties. But I'm wondering about it, and I guess I really like the idea of thinking about it as a project because I think there are a lot of people who are maybe interested in getting into real estate, but it is intimidating and it's scary and it's expensive and it's all
Mhm.
these things. But I think when you think about it as a project, it gives you the opportunity to have sort of to start with the end in mind, so to speak. You know what the plan is for this property. Where I think a lot of people think about investing, like I'm going to buy this thing, and now I have two houses, and like what am I going to do? And it's a lot to manage, So I
Yeah.
think people talk themselves out of doing the work because of that. Do you think in your experience, like if you were going to encourage somebody, because I have to imagine even for you guys, even if you're doing pretty well financially, just based on your job alone, and you had somewhat of a safety net, let's say, as you started to move into your first property, like I imagine there had to be a little bit of trepidation or a little bit of, fear before you actually pulled the trigger on it. And I mean, what was it that I guess gave you guys the courage or the boost to just say, you know what, let's go for it?
Microsoft Excel. Uh, it is a project. It has
Yeah.
a start and a finish. You start, you buy something, you have a plan what you're going to do with it. Are you going to remodel? Are you going to rent? Are you going to flip? There is a project, or sometimes there's multiple exit strategies to the project. You put all of that on the Excel, and then you start the tab that calls worst case scenario, and you run the worst case scenario. And then you tell yourself, okay, if everything, not everything, but if most of the bad things will happen at the same time, this is what I'm risking. And now it's a financial decision. That's it. So it is a project, and that is probably something I picked up from Microsoft first time I think about it. But that's how we look at every single real estate investment.